could do that. Okay, okay. YouTube. It's so close though. I guess I do. All right, so if you're watching the replay, I'm sorry that I'm playing with my settings, but I'm here. Let me clear out the screen. All right, I think I'm not really sure why. I guess I don't know. But to answer the question, can surgical techs have tattoos? The answer to that question is yes, they can. Um, Maybe when you go to your interview, you cover them up just to give yourself a more professional appearance. But most people have tattoos these days. It's not like back in the day where tattoos were like frowned upon. It's kind of like normal, I guess, at this point. So yes, surgical techs can have tattoos. I have seen surgical techs with tattoos on their neck, on their head, sleeves, everywhere, all over their body. I would just say if you're gonna get some tattoos, maybe get them when you don't. If you are already a surgical tech, well, you already know this if you're already a surgical tech, but just don't get it. You're gonna have to take off some time from working if you're gonna get it on your arms because you'll be washing your hands a lot and it'll mess up the tattoo after a while. So I would just take a break in between getting the tattoos if you're gonna get like below the elbows done. But yes, surgical techs can have tattoos. I'm not really sure why that's a question, but I do get that question quite often, and I think it's just because I don't know. I don't really know why that, but I did have somebody tell me that they had some sarcasm come in from a doctor one time because they had tattoos on them. It was somebody on here. I can't remember who it was that told me that. It was like the doc had said something sarcastic, but really it's a lot of people that have tattoos, so I would worry about it. I guess the biggest problem, like I said, I would worry about is if I'm going to the interview and what you would have on in the interview. So if you feel like your sleeves, you want to cover your sleeves up, then put on the long sleeve shirt. If you have on if you have them on your neck, maybe put on a turtleneck or just don't worry about it. I mean, when you're in the OR, it's not gonna really matter if you got tattoos on you or not. So, but that is something that people ask me. I'm not really sure why. So, I'm gonna start answering questions doing my lives. Like instead of me just making up random stuff, I'm just gonna start answering the questions that I'm getting on the live. So hopefully it'll answer you guys' questions at some point. I'll get to all of them. But today I asked the one, or I was answering the one on, can you have tattoos and surgical tattoos? Yep, you can. And depending on where it's at, people, I mean, into it, I think it has something to do with like the people. Like if it's an older doc or something like that, then they may feel a certain type of way about the tattoos. But normally they're not gonna really say nothing. If they saying something to you, it's just because they being an asshole. Like your tattoos don't have nothing to do with the level of like work you're doing. And so I would, if somebody said something to you about your tattoos, you can just ignore them if you want to, or you can ask them what they mean by that, because normally when you like challenge people a little bit, they really back down. They're really just trying to test you to see if you gonna let them run over you or not. And so if you feel like they coming at you a certain type of way, I would say defend myself and let them know like you're not gonna tolerate that type of energy from them. But if you want, you could just ignore it and just like dismiss it or whatever and just pretend like you ain't hear it. Or you could let them know you heard it and still choose not to respond to it. And so that's something. But I don't know why people worry about their tattoos so much, because it's not so like it's normal now to have tattoos for most people. Like you'll see people with tattoos on their hands, tattoos on their face. I really haven't seen too many people in the OR with tattoos on their face. But I have seen them like on the neck and the head and stuff like that. And so I think too, if you had it on your head, maybe if you grew your hair out when you went to the interview, maybe just to be more presentable, or I guess for those people that's in the human resource department, if you just showed up in like a buttoned up shirt or some slacks and stuff like that to the interview, I think you'll be fine no matter where the tattoos are. But I wanted to answer that question because I have had that question a couple of times, and I really don't know why why people ask me that question. But right now I'm cooking. I'm gonna just sit and I guess wait for whoever else to come in here. Whoever's in here with me is not saying hey to me. So, but that's fine. You don't have to speak. At least hit the like button if you're gonna be in here. I can't see who it is, so I don't know. I won't know who liking the video unless you tell me hey. But yeah, I just wanted to come and check in with you guys tonight. I know I told y'all I was gonna be coming here every day until the month of December was up. And I'm gonna just start answering some of the questions that I be having in my inbox, and just people just been asking me like about tattoos. I don't know what the tattoo part is about, but yeah. So you can't have tattoos. I don't know why people were worried about that, but I guess it made sense if you care what other people think about you. But most people that get tattoos, they normally don't really care what other people think. But you can have them, and they can be visible. Um, that's just kind of what it is these days. Most people have tattoos. So yeah, I'm just waiting on. I'm cooking some potatoes. I was watching Stephanie DIY Queen earlier, and she made cheesy potatoes, which made me want some cheesy potatoes. But I didn't make mine the way that she made hers. I kind of made mine like a stew. It's got like potatoes, carrots, onions, and what else? Oh, mushrooms in it because I had mushrooms. And some bacon. Because I had bacon in there. I did have sausage. I could have put the sausage and the bacon in there, but I was like, I'm gonna just do the bacon. And so it's cooking. It smells really good in here right now. And then when it gets a little cooked down more, I'm gonna put some cheese on it. That's gonna be good. And then I'll probably end up going to sleep because I've been getting up. Like I woke up earlier today, but I didn't go live until later. But I did get up earlier, and I should have just laid down because now I'm just tired. I'm just kind of dragging. But yeah, I guess I'll leave this open for a little while and just see what you guys. I'm gonna turn my TV on though. Hold on. Okay, so I'm not burning up anything. I went to check on my food because I am cooking. So since there was nobody in here, I went ahead and checked on that. But my food is still cooking. So I will just turn the TV on until somebody comes in here. I'll stay in for, hey Jade, I'm gonna stay in here for like 30 minutes. I'm not staying in here all night tonight. Did you have a good day today? It's been cold all day. You already ate your dinner? I'm actually cooking. I did eat out earlier today, but I'm cooking right now. That's good. That's good. It was cold. It's cold here. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie, I'm cooking potatoes. I'm kind of cooking what you cook. Hey, Calvin. I'm kind of cooking what you cook, Stephanie. Cut my music off for you. Look, I'm cooking what you cooking, but it's not cheesy potatoes. I was just saying that earlier in my video. So I did mine a little bit different than you did yours. I did bacon, potatoes, and I had some carrots and onions and some mushrooms. But I'm gonna put some cheese on it when it come out the oven. Yours done? How was your day, Kelvin? It's Calvin. It's not Kelvin. Is it Kelvin or Calvin? It's okay. It's all good still. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I was hungry when I was watching. Thank you for continuing to talk about surgical tech position and everything about it. A lot of us really appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you guys so much. I posted. You did. I had to put my phone died earlier when I was actually watching you. My phone died, so I put it on a charger, and then I started cooking, and I was like, let me hurry up and go live before it get too late. But I'm glad that I could be assistance, Kelvin. Calvin, it's Calvin. It's not Kelvin. It's Calvin. Me and these names, man. Why do I be having such a hard time? I Yeah, I'm glad that I can help you guys. I am inspired by you guys, honestly, to be quite frank. It's funny how that works. Yes, say hey, Kelvin. Stephanie, you gotta come. I can't come to New York. It's too cold up there, girl. You're gonna have to come back to Jacksonville. We're gonna have to link up. I definitely can't come to New York in the wintertime. I'll die. I won't die, but I might feel like I'm gonna die because it's just so cold. I actually saw two travel surgical tech positions in the. Actually, I seen more than that. But it was in the Bronx, and then like they had some OB positions in the Bronx as well. I'm not going anywhere in the cold though. It was cold here. Yeah, she in New York. It's cold up there, Calvin. I think I want to call you Calvin because my friend name is Calvin, and he spells his name like that. But I think I'm supposed to say Kelvin, not. I'm saying your name wrong. Let me just stop while I'm ahead. I learned something new about New Yorkers. I learned something new about New Yorkers. Apparently, y'all have to move y'all cars every morning for cleaning. Look, that's why. Look, hey, but you know what though? They're a different type of person. I do know a couple of New Yorkers, and they're very like blunt. I guess it's very straightforward. I mean, I'm straightforward too, and I think I'm kind of blunt. But I think theirs come off a little bit like, see, why is it 25 degrees? Oh my God. Don't do me like Kelvin. Like Elvin, Kelvin. I got it, Kelvin. I think I'm saying it right. I'm gonna keep saying Kelvin. Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. Yeah, I had to move my car and shovel out of pocket. That's crazy. Like when I lived in Nebraska, we had to shovel our driveway, and that was just depressing to be in that type of cold. Yeah, I'm a real Florida girl. I need to be in like flip flops and tank tops like most of the year. It just hurts me to be in that kind of environment. Just cold though. Like I know it's not cold all year. Not okay, Calvin. Calvin. Not okay, I got you. Calvin. You're right. Okay, Kelvin would be Kel. Okay, Calvin. I got it. I got it. It's Calvin. I know I got it right. Wait until it gets. Girl, that's just wrong. And it ain't even January yet. It's gonna get colder in January, ain't it, Stephanie? Okay, I knew I had it. See, thank you. I'm slow sometimes. I just have to laugh at myself because I struggle with names. It's terrible. When I was in the military, they used to let us call each other by our last name, so that was easier. But just the first names, I'd be just like, man, I don't know. I think I get anxious and be just messing it up. But yeah, I got a nine, Calvin, not Kelvin. Kelvin is Ke. No, Ke. Yeah, Calvin. Girl, stop. No. Look, whoever watching this video, they're gonna be like, why is she struggling with his name? That is terrible. No, it's not. Wait a minute. No, it's coming late. it usually gets colder during Halloween. That's how it is. It get colder here during Halloween too. That's when I notice the weather drops. That's when I notice it. Thank you guys for the like. I So Kelvin, are you scrubbing? Are you scrubbing? Are you in school or are you already a surgical tech? Not every time I say your name, I'm gonna be like, making sure I don't say it wrong. You were Stephanie already ate. I'm so hungry, Stephanie. It smells so good in here. I should have got up and started cooking when you was cooking. That's what I should have did, but I didn't. I did eat. I know you did. I'm hungry. But I think I shouldn't have put the mushrooms in it because I can smell the mushrooms. And I mean, I do like mushrooms, but I just don't know if I want it in what I made because I'm gonna put cheese in it. I don't know. We're gonna see how it go. I might not put the cheese in it. Did you on Facebook? I'm gonna have to go back and check it. I ain't been on Facebook in a couple of days. Excuse me. I'll go back and check it. It must not I ain't got it on my phone, so I know I didn't get a notification because I don't. I actually go to Facebook website when I go to Facebook instead of going to it through my through the app because people was calling. Like I took the messenger off and stuff. Facebook was getting. You couldn't add me as a friend. I can't add people either. It's kind of weird. What is that about? Cause I think it's another girl that be on here, and I tried to add her. I couldn't add her. Kevin is a student for law. Oh, we talked about this, and I told you not to go to school. I say just be a cop, and then teach us about defensive, maneuvers that we can do when we walk in. Maybe we getting off late from work, how to protect ourselves or something like that. I remember. I do remember now. I do remember because we don't have. Oh, is that why you can't add people? You have to have mutual friends. So how if we want to be friends and we don't have mutual friends, like why we can't be friends? Like what if we start a new thing? Whoa. What's up, DC? Hold on, let me come back. Wait a minute, okay, steak and cheesy mashed potatoes with cilantro. Oh, I got broccoli, Jade. I might have to throw the broccoli in the mix, Jade. I'm putting some cheese on them potatoes because Stephanie had me in here like hungry. Kevin, no, he not in law school. He a law enforcement. I think he going to law enforcement school. Stephanie, add some A1 sauce. Why is cooking, Jade? I got a question. My travel company says get paid bi-weekly. What can I do? Not take it bi-weekly. Who is that? Hey Jay, oh that's Stephanie says that. You may have to add me. I'm gonna have to go on there. I'm gonna have to go on Stephanie and see, cause I was trying to add somebody the other day. It was the girl that be on here all the time, Ariel. I was trying to add Ariel and I couldn't. But I didn't know that you had to have a mutual friend. Like I didn't know that was a thing. That sounds good, Jay. I made it for breakfast. I might have to add the broccoli to the mix for real. No law school for me. Yeah, going. Oh yeah. Jay, I made cheese potato casserole. Yeah, she did. I was watching it. Jay, OMG, so good. Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, I didn't know because I have food in here that I was gonna cook. I got some chicken in the refrigerator that I was gonna cook, and then I was like, Stephanie making cheesy potatoes. I'm gonna make cheesy potatoes, but she added sausages. Yeah, I didn't put sausage in mine. I do have some sausage, but I'm gonna put. I put bacon in mine this time. It's still on your channel, Stephanie. Yeah, she made it today. It was alive earlier today. I was watching it. I'm gonna have to go over there. Yeah, she made me hungry. I was like, dang, I'm finna have to cook. So Calvin. See, you got me stuttering. I'm working on it. Yes, Jay is. Wait a minute, it's only channel. Yes, Jay, it's only channel. Did you? Oh yeah, yeah. She's the only one that has Stephanie DIY Queen, so you'll be able to follow her channel. She make you hungry though. Like she be cooking all the time. I was talking about it earlier. I was just talking about yes, you can have tattoos. Like cuz people was I had some questions about that in my inbox about tattoos and can you have tattoos and stuff like that as a surgical tech. And so I'm just gonna start making the videos based around y'all questions. It seemed like the easiest thing to do, and so that was something that I had been asked. I don't know if it's maybe they have them like on their face. I haven't seen anybody have tattoos on their face in the OR, but definitely on the neck, in the head, behind the ears, yeah, sleeves. Yeah, I know people do judge you. Hey, Prudent Mom, but I think people judge people with tattoos in general, and I do think it has something to do with the age range of the person. Like, it's more acceptable now than it was back in the day for tattoos and stuff like that. And so, but I know nurses and doctors and techs and all those. Everybody has tattoos, sleeves and all. I think it's easier to get a sleeve when you're not in the school because, or when you're not a surgical tech. Because if you working on the sleeve and you scrubbing, like you're gonna have some issues with that. But as far as you having surgical, I mean having tattoos, yeah, you can have them all over your body. I just don't know about the face part, like with the tattoos in your face and on your forehead. Like that might be a little bit interesting. You come in the OR and you got a cross like red on or your third eye tattoo right here or something like that. That might start, some conversations. But I think people judge in general just because they, insecure about themselves. Honestly, DC. I think that's just how it just comes with the territory of, living an alternative type of lifestyle where you more expressive of who you are. Back in the day, you gotta think the hospital or the OR, I should say, is very conservative, or well, it used to be, I guess, as far as like the type of people that could be in there. Because even like women wasn't in the OR for a little while, and then so you got to think of it like that. What type of where is this the culture of the OR, like where did that come from? And so it's definitely not a tattoo a tattoo culture. You got people that's making like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, it came from over there. You have a lot of interesting videos. I'm gonna watch your videos for adults. Only story times. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you watching with your kids, you might cuss. But I always have my mostly headphones in. um, but yeah, the tattoo thing. And I think too, just not really caring what other people think. Like after a while, you just have to live your life for yourself. Because if you around here living your life for other people, it don't matter if it's the OR or your mom. Like my mom, well, she didn't care about the tattoos, but she didn't care. Like I had piercings and stuff when I was younger. She didn't like that. I mean, you just have to do what you want to, but the tattoos don't really matter. I don't think, but I haven't seen anybody with it on their face. So I'm thinking that might be an issue if you're going into the OR and you got tattoos on your face. I don't care what people think either. Yeah, they're gonna have opinions. They're gonna definitely have opinions. So you might as well do you at the end of the day, because people gonna have something to say about every and anything that you do. It doesn't matter where you're gonna be at in life. But I will say in the OR area, hey April. Hey there, finally got you since the last time. Yeah. You ate at Wendy's. I'm cooking right now, guys. We gonna have something like some potatoes with some bacon and some vegetables. I just made up something, but it was inspired by Stephanie. People do reactions. People do reactions. We just not that big yet. Oh yeah. I haven't done any reactions to anything. I haven't done any reactions. Yeah, I haven't done no reactions, but as far as those, can I have a spider bite piercing? I don't know what that is. What's a spider bite? You're gonna have to be way more detailed. But I'm gonna tell you with piercings now, when I had my nose ring, they did some places wanted me to take it out, and so I had a clear nose ring for those places. Oh snap, we're gonna have to decide how Wendy's test. Who? Can I have a full sleeve? Yes. CC in the OR. Huh? We're gonna have to decide how Wendy's hairstyle would succeed. Will success? I'm slow right now. Success in the OR. Oh, a lip piercing. Yeah, you can have a lip piercing, but you can't have it pierced. You can't have the earring in while you at work. They're not gonna want that. Now the tattoos you good with, but the piercings, that's another video. No, we can talk about it though, but I will tell you guys the nose ring, the lip and the whatever that other like bull thing is, like all of that stuff has to come out. You can't have your piercings. And the nose ring though, it was like a hit and miss. Most of the places they didn't really bother me with my nose ring, but other places they would like, you know, it depend on who the nurse was or who was in charge or whatever. Then they might feel like they want to just, exert their authority, and then either I would take it out or I wouldn't. It would really depend on how, like, what mood I was in. I'm just saying I want a full sleeve. Area ain't even serious. DC. Y'all hit the like button for me since y'all in here. It's 6 of y'all in here. I should see at least 5 more likes. Right, you guys? Because you send out positive energy and so you get it back. Right, you guys? Thank you. I see another one. Kiafa, I'm mad because my mom is telling me about school. Go to surgical tech school then. And then you can make a whole bunch of money, and then they'll be asking you for money. Thank you guys for the likes. I see them going up. That's what I would do, Area. Just go to school. Just go to school. Because as long as you picking something, then you'll be working towards something. I've been at it. Thank you, sis. That's because you be knowing the struggles I had in these YouTube streets. They don't. Why would I listen to her who didn't pass? Don't judge your mom, Ariel. I mean, I'm saying that, but James said you need to eat veg beef. No, tell James. I don't know about veg beef. Hey, priestess. We be struggling. I be hungry. Like, I don't know nothing about no. I'm telling you, y'all, I tried to not eat meat for a little while and I was hungry. But we gonna work on it. Maybe I need to substitute some other stuff. Do you think it's best for me to specialize? You need to be a regular surgical tech before you can specialize, Area. DC. DC gonna start talking trash in a minute. How are you guys doing this evening? Tell me what y'all eating tonight? Like, drop in the chat what y'all eating tonight. I'm not judging. I'm just saying because I'm making it happen. Yeah, period. Make it happen. Because you're the only one who can. Y'all tell me what y'all eating tonight. And then tell me if you're a surgical tech in here. I want to know what you eating tonight. And I want to know, do you have tattoos? And if so, where your tattoos at? I got tattoos all over. I know Kiafa just for an opinion. Yeah, I think you should just go to school for a surgical. I think you should go, because you might not like neuro. You might not like plastics either. You might end up liking like ortho or something like that. Yep. You have to take it one day at a time, Area. Don't. Yeah. So look at Jade. My boss. Dang, priestess, I'm jealous. I love barbecue. Now you got me wanting a pulled pork. I want a pulled pork sandwich. Oh, I'm kind of jealous now. You came in here with that barbecue. I will have been a 25-year. Wait a minute. I went to surgical tech school with a bride. Hold on. Let me see. I went to surgical tech school with a bride who parents gave her. A bride, a female. I'm following you now. Who gave her everything. She was best in the class and never had a job. She's still on drugs. Dang, that's so. Let me see. I was working so late. I ate McDonald's. I had McDonald's the other day. It was actually pretty good. I actually like McDonald's fries. It's terrible. And I have tats on my and just my whole left arm asleep. See, yeah, you got sleeves in here. Kiki, my friend James. Tell him I said, what's up, James from Duval County. Tell him I need that 1983 sweater, though, because that's the year I was born in. Can I have a full? Yeah, you can have a full sleeve area. Oh, my God, off topic, but Do you priestess? Why would you mix them two? My God, fish and spaghetti. I have an elephant heart. Oh, I love elephants. I like the trunks up though. That's actually what I'm thinking about getting. Possibly, I haven't gotten a tattoo in like years, but I was thinking about an elephant with the trunk up. What if they catch you cheating on the exam? If you get caught cheating on the exam, you're not gonna be able to take it. It's like a big deal. They have your picture and everything. The exam, no, the exam costs almost $300. Oh heck no. I'm just saying fish, fried fish. Jasper Beach is 100. Oh, you got no Joe's Crab Shack is good, but now we got crafty. I had some crafty crab, I think it was the other day, and then we got another one here that's juicy crab. So I'm gonna try juicy crab next. Maybe I'll do crafty crab because I did crafty crab blue crabs when I did the seafood mukbang. But me and Stephanie gonna do another. See, oh snap! Paris creation in a bit. Paris is at work right now, you guys. He's supposed to be at work right now. Um, I forgot what I was. Oh, the crabs. So juicy crab is the place I want to try next. But me and Stephanie gonna do a um a mukbang for snow crabs. Paris creation in the building. What? Don't come at me with those. But I'm saying that DC, them shits is good though. You got to watch that video. I'm gonna do another one. Right, we doing a mukbang. We gonna do a mukbang, however you say it. We gonna do one with snow crabs the next time because I had the blue crabs the last time and they was really good. They was really good. So blue Joe Crab Shack, they not on DoorDash and I be DoorDashing my food and so that's what happened. Them bags, they be fire though, priestess. They be so good. It was my first time having one from Crafty Crab, which is closer to my house. He's stupid. No, heavy black people. At least in the ones here in Jacksonville, it's all black people in there. Um, but it was really good. And so I have actually been to a juicy crab place here in Jacksonville, but I haven't had their snow crabs. I normally get blue crabs, but I'm gonna get snow crabs the next time. I don't know, or area you have to get in and try. Some of us be good at some things, and then we don't. We think we're gonna be good at something, and then we go try it, and then we actually end up being better at something else. First is first. I would just yes, exactly. Just go to school first, and then everything else will start falling in place. You might not even want to be a scrub tech. You might not. Shoot, I know people don't like it. Can you wear yellow scrubs? I don't. Probably. But no, I don't know where you would wear them to. But yeah, y'all, don't crowds be good in them bags. I don't care what y'all say. I had some eggs. The only thing I have in my crab bag, boiled bag, was some sausage. I missed out on the sausage. I got eggs, potatoes, and corn. Eggs, potatoes, corn, and crabs. And they was really good. It almost make you want to just like eat the sauce. Like you just want to just sit there and like just y'all gonna have me ordering crabs tomorrow, and I said I wasn't gonna order no more crabs until me and Stephanie do our until we do our mukbang. Yes, priestess, you already know. You already know. You already know. And but it be having the house thing. That's the only thing. So I was trying to eat them outside, and then I had to clean the stuff because it just made the house smells. I don't like that seafood smell in the house. But yeah, you guys. So let me see. Besides what you said, spaghetti and fish. My goodness, fish and spaghetti. I don't know if is it good? Let me not knock it. I mean, I don't really care for fish in general, though. Honestly, I'll eat fish, but it's not like at the top of my seafood list. Now, my favorite seafood probably would be lobster, alligator tail, crab meat, oysters, shrimp. That's about it, I think. Oh, mussels, scallops. Did I say scallops? Y'all like those. Calamari. Conch. What y'all know about conch? I know. DC, DC crazy. It's delicious. It's the original thing for sure. CO's. I've a minute. Oh, I've only had it in living in the Midwest. Yeah, I ain't never heard of that. I mean, but I guess if you hungry, like I normally don't even eat spaghetti with anything besides like garlic bread. Do y'all really eat spaghetti with maybe some broccoli, a salad or something on the side? But I never really thought about like, is it spaghetti and fish or spaghetti and chicken? Like, how do y'all normally eat y'all spaghetti? I don't put anything with my spaghetti. What color is known best for squirrels? You wear the squirrels that they give you in the hospital area? Sorry, y'all, I'm digging in my eyes. Yes, I tried calamari for the first time. Surprised as hell. Yeah, that's now. See, the thing is, you might not get calamari in Jacksonville. The further south you go, it's gonna be better. I used to live in Key. I lived in Key West for a couple of years as a kid, and then just being in Florida, like we get this good seafood and stuff like that. So calamari, mussels, scallops, oysters. Like people don't like oysters. I love oysters. A lot of people say that apparently fried fish and spaghetti are debatable soul food. Yeah, that's a little bit into spaghetti. I mean, I like spaghetti though. That's like a go-to here. That's like definitely a house favorite, and I be adding like spinach and stuff to my spaghetti. But I never really cooked it with anything like a meat. Like I know, like spaghetti is normally the main course, and then I might add, like I said, some a salad or some broccoli. But the spaghetti itself has like meat, ground beef in it, and some ground sausage. Normally, I'll do like half ground meat and half ground sausage, Italian sausage, mild. For the secret, guys, I said the is it ragu? Is that what you're talking about? I really don't have like a preference. Cause I'll just use the I've been buying the hind what is it, the can one, cause it's only like 85 cents, and then I be doctoring it up, so it end up tasting like whatever I want it to taste like at the end. A whole lot of garlic for sure, and pepper, and like Tony Satchery. What else I be cooking with? I like my stuff hot too. I like my food a little bit spicy. And because I like it spicy, it's like when you taste it, it might be spicy. Spaghetti does not taste like poverty. Spaghetti is good. I'm getting hungry. I know that's what happened when. Oh, hold on, like y'all. Let me make sure I ain't burning up nothing. I kind of want to put some cheese on it, but I'm scared to put some cheese on them. I'm scared to put cheese on it. I don't know how I feel with cheese and like right, I'm about to pronounce it. Right, for real. Spaghetti. Oh yeah, with Caesar salad. That's normally how I eat it too, Jade. That's normally what it end up being. And even not maybe not a Caesar, it's just normally like some kind of salad. But I do like a Caesar. I like a good Caesar salad, honestly. Yes, Ariel. You had to say my name like that. Let me see. Did I miss something? Okay. What happened that day, Priestess? I keep seeing that on like I need to ask you this. Go ahead, Ariel. Sugar in your spaghetti, Jade. Don't. How dare it? Don't do that, Jade. Don't. A little spaghetti, sugar. What? See now, that's just no, no. We do not have sugar in the spaghetti ever, and never, ever, ever. So yeah, no, I keep. So is that like a portal is open, right? Or something like that, priestess? That's what we're talking about. Look, you about to scare some people out of here. You gonna run some people out of here. What should I do? Something else. Start your own business. That's what I. Yeah. That okay. So I, my power is already unlocked. I am gonna. I think I am gonna put some cheese on it. But I think honestly, priest is like I've been going through something, not like bad, but something has been something happening. I don't trust people who Jay. Hey, look, my spaghetti be salty, it be peppery, it be spicy. I even put cheese on it, but I definitely don't put no sugar in it. Y'all better stop putting sugar in spaghetti. That's just wrong. Sugar in spaghetti. Just tell me why. Tell me why. Please tell me. Now I think I am gonna put some cheese on it, Stephanie. I just took it out the oven. I'm letting it cool off a little bit. I should probably put some cheese on it now. But I think I messed up with the oh snap. I didn't see that, y'all. Cause more than likely, wait a minute, cause more than likely your side item's gonna be salty too. But I normally don't put that in besides the spaghetti. I mean the salad on the side. That's what I was thinking. Like I really don't cook chicken with spaghetti or nothing like that. Nah, my old LOL. What you talking about, DC? If that's what you're talking about. Good to cheese, yeah. Nobody messes with salty or sweet. I don't know about no salt, no sugar in my spaghetti. Put Wait a minute, my old lady. I'm following you, DC. My old lady. So his ex swear she didn't put sugar on it. I don't cook with sugar on my spaghetti. We cooking noodle soup with French toast bread tomorrow. We cooking noodle soup with French toast bread tomorrow. What's noodle soup? Like chicken noodle soup? I was thinking about making some of that actually with egg noodles. But princess, back to you. Yes, I did. I was watching Isis Wisdom. I think is what her channel is called. I don't know how I got on her channel, but I was watching some of her stuff. She's actually pretty enlightened. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about like some of the stuff that I'm hearing, but I did hear about that on the 21st. But I think I've been hearing about it because I'm in that like astrological world a little bit. So, and I be watching like I do watch some tarot readers. I haven't watched tarot readers lately, but I do be paying attention to that. I mean, my goddess mode over here, so I do need to. I got my sage out, you guys. I've been saging. I have I did my Palo Santo wood. I need to figure out what the moon cycle is. So I need to put my stones out. Do y'all be like are y'all into like astrology and stuff like that? I'm not weird, so don't tell me that. I know I'm not the only one in here. Well, I am weird, but I wouldn't call it voodoo. I would call it whatever was before religion. Right? Right, priestess? I wouldn't label it. Yeah, see? My tribe in here, DC. No, it's not, but I wouldn't label it. I wouldn't label it. It's not priestess. I just think when we start labeling stuff, we kind of put it in a container or we confine it instead of just letting it flow, right? Heart chakra crystals. Yeah, I went to the we have a mystic store here. I went there the other day. Look, the funny thing is it was all black people in there and it was a white owned store and all the black people in there looked like me. Like they had locks in their hair and everything. No, yeah, not but no, like I do know because I watched The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Good psychic, yep. Um Dang, I got sidetracked. I forgot what I was going to say, but all the people in the doggone in the Mystic shop had locks in their hair. Yeah, I know. I need to put them out. I forgot to put them out on the new moon, and I think I can put. I don't want to put them out on the full moon. I gotta wait till the next new moon just to clear them. But yeah, I'm all about. I bought some ring. I bought a ring this time. I normally don't buy jewelry, you guys. Like I'm not a jewelry person, but I've been buying crystals and things like that. Not which. Well, I mean, I DC. The best way for me to explain this to you would be to not put a label on it. A mystic shop. I mean, I guess to some they would call it that, but a witchcraft shop. I'm not a. I'm a me. I found this black woman who goes out by herself and mines for crystals for us. Wow, she's brave. Yeah, she's brave. I would be careful with labels though, you guys. DC. I would be careful with labels when we looking at spirituality versus not versus religion, but it's not so much ugly. What's ugly? What's ugly, Jade? It's not so much like witchcraft or I meant hell I meant to put I oh I was like ugly. Girl, autocorrect. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, no, a couple months ago, maybe a couple years ago at this point, I was trying to categorize or put myself I was trying to define certain things and I realized that trying to define things just kind of closed off other things. So now I just kind of like flow with life. I was swiping. Oh, you sound like the skeleton hang. He's talking about the skeleton key. Laugh out loud. My bad. I was swiping and just sent before I was reading my bad. I'm from Louisiana, born and raised. Forget that I've seen the skeleton key. Yeah, my son dad, he from Louisiana. Um, but he probably not is like I'm probably more into it than he like is as far as like spirituality or just alternative thinking. I know it's scary to some people though, especially like now that I've become more open with how I like get down. Yeah, he is in Texas now. I was gonna put I'm a head out because of the witchcraft, but it's not witchcraft. I would be careful with terms. I would be careful with terms because you got to think like even the word witchcraft was really like made about because people didn't understand the people that were practicing different rituals than what they were. So like if you're thinking about witchcraft and stuff like that, you got to think. I've connected with Midwestern Southerners are connected back to our practices. Yeah, it's more of like I went more into trying to find myself, and yeah, it's not. I wouldn't call it witchcraft, you guys. I just know that that's a thing because of religion and how mainstream society has like portrayed certain things that witchcraft is what witchcraft is just not what we think. Everything has rituals. Like when you go to church, certain churches, they're telling you drinking blood, you eating bread, all that stuff. So when we're looking at what I guess what us Westerners have been taught to be voodoo, it wouldn't necessarily be like witchcraft if we really knew what it was. Yeah, I'm just saying. But I'm telling you, like yeah, it's just what we were before. Like what was before religion. That's where I'm on more that I think people should believe in what they want to. That's what makes us individuals. Just as long as you take the chickens. My chickens are pets, so I just just as long as you take that chicken or goat and not my soul. You see, I promise you, babe, I don't want your soul at all. That is not. I promise you, I want you to save yourself before I want to take your soul. I'm not. That's yeah. It ain't that. He talk about just get the chickens and the goats. Leave my soul alone. No, that's just more of what the Western world wants, people to believe when it comes. Like it's a certain agenda, and the agenda is for us to believe, in a certain entity, a certain, character. But for some of us, we just dug a little bit deeper and realized that some of that wasn't making a whole lot of sense. And so, yeah, no, I mean, shit, I'm tapped in. But I mean, I used to go to church a lot and stuff like that. I just know that what I was taught in church didn't really empower me. But not to like freak y'all out or nothing like that. It's just, you know. Unless they on some different. Yeah, somebody coming for your soul, like run. You're gonna need some like all type of protection. Get the pit bull, the pistols, get some oil, some sage. You need everything when they coming for your soul, because that ain't it. Whatever helps you get through life, want I won't judge or try to change. Yeah. Or try to change what you hold sacred to you. Yeah, no, like church is good for some people. I'm not gonna, cause I'm the person that I don't want you. Church is good for certain people, but I'm glad that I live in a time now that I'm I'm just glad that I live in a time now where I'm able to connect with stories outside of church. Like I don't have to go through a preacher or a pastor, or I can connect myself to my creator. And so yeah. I do know it's a touchy subject, especially like in my community, you know. I was raised Muslim, and I also question it because I didn't connect with. Yeah, like you just got to connect with what you got to connect with. We love church. We love the Lord. That's why we use other sources. Yeah, yeah, it's just a different way of connection. It really is. Because I could go to church and get a message on Sunday or every other Wednesday or Saturday when I was going. I wouldn't always get a message. And sometimes I would feel more judged, it just was a difference. It was just different. And so once I actually started looking more at other alternatives, not so much, yes, Ariel, not so much to like do harm to other people just to find my way. And so, I do know that talking to like my ancestors, it just seemed to make more sense to like connect with my ancestors that I already know were here, that I like my grandmother, my aunts and all that. It just made more sense to connect on that level than for me to be worshiping Jesus. Everything is the universe. God made us and the universe, whoever you believe in. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't show y'all all my tattoos, DC. Everything. Hold on, Eric. Hold on, Stephanie. I'm trying to. Everything is the universe. God made us, and the universe, whoever you believe in. I judge nobody. Right. That's one of the positive things I will say about like now that I'm more spiritual. Like it's more people that was being judged in the church than the outside. Imagine if all we believed in was the same. That's true though. Yeah, we can't all believe the same thing, because then we would all be in black and white. It wouldn't be like no color. Hey, what did you pass my? Did you pass it? I didn't have to take prerequisites area because I went through the military. Okay, but the story was about tattoos. DC, you already know the story be going. Okay, I'm not showing my tattoos, but I do have tattoos like on my upper torso and on my lower torso. So, and on my feet, on my foot. Okay, no, I'm a pastor's daughter, y'all. I've been through more than anybody. Well, let me see. I don't know about more than anybody, Stephanie, but I get what you're saying. That's what YouTube. Hold on, I'm trying to put that one together with the Crusades. I'd rather everything go back to pre-Christian and Islamic and the Islamic Crusade. I've been judged, lied, and sheltered. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys. See, y'all always be trying to get me deep with y'all. But I know that's just part of the tribe situation. Like that's just what it is, y'all. Look at my hair sticking up. What happened to the retwist? The retwist is gone. Well, it's not. It's still there. That's why I gotta go. Yeah, I mean, that's what we trying to bring in. We ain't got no time for that fake love. And that's the Jeezy song. Jeezy got a song called Fake Love. Like, I don't got time for that. I'd rather y'all be around. Like, I'd rather have 6 or 7 of the realest people on YouTube than to have 700 or 800 of people on here being fake. Like, Drake. Is it Drake got Fake Love? I think Jeezy got one too called Fake Love. But they can keep y'all. I don't need none of that. We don't need that in our life. We need real. What they say, real recognize real, right? So yeah. But don't be out here telling people that do different things than you that they like witches and stuff like that. That was a term, baby soldier, fake love. See, it must be more than one song because I know it's a Jesus song called Fake Love out there too, or something like that. He from Jacksonville. I only know one song by Jeezy. What? I am a Jeezy fan. Oh my god! But not everything. I'm not like, cause he more like Thug Motivation. I kind of like Thug Motivation. And so I've been on that lately. I like a little bit of motivation, but I like more of like, cause he talk. It's more street talk than like, I don't know, R&B. Sometimes I be on some other, I be like, I be in the streets in my head, but I'm not in the streets in real life. I be on the block too, right along with them, like in my world. I got too many loud music tickets and Jesus. Yeah, that'll happen. I used to have some music in my car when back in the day when I had in 2006 I got a 2006 Honda Accord and I put two 12s in it. And then I became a mom and I had to sell all that stuff. I used to have, wait a minute, I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's my jam. Oh, you saying? I was like, look, I'm slow. But yeah, man, I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if y'all can jog my memory. Oh, I was talking about the not judging people, like because they imagine like being somebody like Medusa. Like they would say Medusa was like had snakes in her hair, but the Medusa that I think was who I really think is had locks in her hair. And we was taught to fear things that look like Medusa, which to me would be women with locks in their hair, which would translate to black women with natural like locks in their hair. So in somebody's world, I would be considered a Medusa, right? But really, like, do we really know if she was like a bad person or but it wasn't what we was taught. Yeah. So that's like you have to be careful of what we was told because we was told certain things to keep, certain beliefs and like mindsets in order intact. You don't want people asking too many questions. So we was like ran with fear or controlled with fear. Whether it was being black or a woman, because you got to think you got women, we would still consider property even after slavery. So that goes into play too. But the whole point is for us to just question some of what we've been taught. I'm not saying to go out and like throw your religion out the window. That's not what I'm saying. Because at one point I would have been like, oh, that's blasphemy, da 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 da, in my life. And so just knowing where I'm at now, I'm just like, okay. Oh, in Shreveport, the wretched city. I know some people in Shreveport right now. I'm so wretched. My brother used to date Mendigo's sister. I don't know who that is. It's crazy how popular that term became. Hold on, you guys. Oh, that's my son teacher. But so yeah, just be careful on the terms. But ratchet, even that like when I even think about ratchetness, I think about like girls that live in like the hood. Because I did not know what that was. I was like, what? Mandigos. Mandigo. But yeah, just be careful. Just let's not for one, since we are talking about tattoos, let's not judge people how they look. That's the first thing. And then for two, let's not use certain terms like witchcraft and voodoo and like Santa Maria, the Santa Maria. I don't my R's don't roll like that. Um Hoodoo, voodoo, effa, I think is how you say it. Like I would be careful with the terms, but when you looking up this stuff, you do kind of look up the word that it will relate to so you can find the information. But I just know when I was looking at certain things, like even looking at voodoo and those like different types of spiritual beliefs or things like that, it still limited me. So I try not to like categorize myself anymore because at one point I was resonating with like Rastafari, and so you have to be, open to all of it so you can just let it flow through you. So yeah, you guys, I think I'm finna eat. I'm hungry. It's 1 hour. Who else in here? So we down to 3 people. Who in here? Priestess in here. DC in here. Who else in here? I think oh, Paris probably had to pop out. He was at work earlier. If you guys nah, you ain't getting I'm gonna get off in a minute. I wanna get my food. Hold on, let me get my food. Y'all, it tastes like stew. It tastes like beef stew. Let me see. It's not the prettiest, but can y'all see that? I should put uh oh, wait a minute. Well, well, can they? I'm late. Did she answer? Oh yes, I did answer. Yes, you can't have tattoos as a surgical tag. I did answer. We just been on here for like an hour already. I didn't get all of it because I'll be in here smacking, but I kind of want to put some cheese on it, you guys. I ain't gonna even lie, but it tastes like stew. It tastes like stew. Oh man, that's good. It's good, you guys. That's an onion, some mushrooms, and some carrots. And I buy my carrots fresh, the organic bag. My goodness. Sorry, guys. I cut them up myself, and I don't peel them. Yeah, I'm so inspired to become a tape. Hey, Tracy from Boston. You see my plastic paper? Sorry, guys. Yes, it is plastic. Yes, it's plastic, so I don't have to wash my fork if I want to. I can throw it in the recycling bin. Look, there go the bacon. Uh-oh. There goes some bacon. It's like focused on me. I wanted them. So you can wear tattoos in the OR. I just haven't seen too many people in the OR that has tattoos on their face. So I'll be careful about that. Maybe not like no teardrops, no crosses in your face. I wouldn't do that. That's gonna hold you back from really almost any job. But you can get tattoos on your body, on your neck, on your like behind. You know how people have those stars and stuff behind their ears. I done seen people with tattoos on their head. Over here, they definitely will judge you, sad but true. Yeah, they will judge you. That just comes with the territory, though. Like, people gonna judge you. We were talking about this earlier. They gonna judge you anyway. Oh, Paris, you back. It's dudes with tats on their necks. Am I over? Yeah. On the neck, I done seen people with tattoos in their head, just not on the face. Like, that's the place where I haven't really seen a whole bunch of tattoos. That's anywhere. Yeah. I probably wouldn't do it on my face. That just seemed kind of like extreme, right? Like, who needs tattoo tears? Ain't that what they call them, tattoo tears? That's what they used to call them back in my day. Back in my day. The mushrooms is hitting. Y'all like mushrooms? I'm sorry you had a bad day, Ariel. This is good. Y'all, these potatoes, sorry, especially. Yeah, if you black, really, almost if you're a minority, depending on where you go. Even though we're not gonna put blacks and minorities in the same, even though some people want to, but yeah, if you are anything other than white, sometimes you're gonna get judged if you don't want to work for corporate America. Say go ahead. If you don't, wait a minute, if you don't want to work for corporate America, I say go ahead. Come again, priestess. Can I get color when I get tatted? Yeah, you can get color, but normally color fades on black people. I would just get it shaded. I wouldn't even worry about the color. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm hungry. This is really good. So just to tell y'all what I did, these are yellow potatoes. I didn't even skin them. They still have the skin on them. And I cut up like 4 of them. I cut up like 3 pieces of bacon. You're so crazy. This is how everyone be a thug. Can they kick you out of the Scrub Tech program? I mean, 0.8. Is that even a grade? You can't have that. You got a heart on your face near your ear. So like right. A ghetto tattoo, for lack of a better word. So if you could grow a beard out, that might be an option. But I wouldn't even worry about it. If they don't hire you because you have a tattoo on your face, like, just think about if you end up working there, what kind of place that's going to be. If they're judging you just by how you look, like, that's just, you don't want to work there. Because I want a heart on the side of my face and then my ear. I don't know if I would put it on my face, though. Yeah. I don't know if I would do that. I would probably caution not doing that. Not on your face. Until maybe later. I'm just saying, on your face, you're going to get judged for sure. But you might get judged anyway. Because that's just what happens. With the mess you're talking about. Yeah. With the tattoos on your face. I think if you're going to put tattoos on your face, you might as well just go in the road of being an entrepreneur. Which is what I would tell you to do. I would tell you to be an entrepreneur anyway, but you're going to be almost forced into entrepreneurship if you start putting tattoos on your face. You guys, this is really good. I knew it was going to be kind of good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. Rappers getting shot. I wouldn't become a rapper. That's a hazardous job. I definitely wouldn't become a rapper. They would have to pay me hazardous pay. I need hazard duty pay to become a rapper. I do want to have an adult foster care system. Or whatever, that's good advice. Don't put no tattoos on your face. You can put them on your neck. I would do, maybe not your throat, but I would do like my neck. I don't know if I would do my throat. I probably wouldn't do my face at all. I wouldn't do my face at all. You can have you some little hearts or something, like how they be doing the stars. The Chris Brown and Rihanna stars. Yeah. I've seen that before. I call them Chris Brown and Rihanna stars because they're the first people I think I've seen with them. I'm so happy this food came out as good as it did, you guys. And DC stupid. He's talking about just volunteer. No. We're not sending nobody to jail. I don't want you to go to jail. I'm not going to even put that energy on you. The stars. You got 3 sons. That's cool. If I'd have known I would have had three boys, I probably would have had like a whole bunch of kids right behind each other. I didn't want to have no girls. DC funny. I will be careful about my face. Sorry if I'm smacking. That was really good, you guys. We're not gonna put no tattoos on your face. We're gonna keep your face, you know, only because it's gonna make it more. It is gonna make it more difficult for you to get any type of job, unless you're just gonna be an entrepreneur. It ain't too late. That was really yummy. I'm really glad I made that. Stephanie inspired me to make potatoes. She inspired me to make cheesy potatoes. But instead of me making cheesy potatoes, I just put a whole bunch of other vegetables in there. It turned into like a stew. Y'all like stew? I speak and finesse so well. I thought, who's looking at my ears? That's why you got your tattoos at on your ears? Who's looking at my ears? Yeah. I wanted to make sure I was reading it right. Oh, wait. Let me see. Is it Sukana? Sukana? I hope I said that right. I'm looking into starting scrubbing next year. Can you give out some interview questions depending on where you live? Lots of medical professionals have tattoos here in Vegas. Yeah, you can have tattoos. I just wouldn't get them in your face. I want a heart near there. Yeah, I would be careful with this area. It's Tracy. I'll be careful with my face and my neck. I probably would say like neck down, like tattoo that. Let me make sure I can answer your question. Give some interview questions. So, I did like a phone interview, I guess, with somebody just to see how their process worked, and it was through CareRev, excuse me. And CareRev is like a per diem place. And so what they actually did ask me something that I hadn't been asked before, and I thought it was kind of cool. And they asked me about what was in some trays, a major tray. They asked me what I would do if I was to go open. It was a couple of other questions she asked me. So they normally don't ask those questions though. They normally ask, what services are you good in? When can you work? Do you have any kids? They want to know if you're gonna be calling in, all of that type of stuff. And normally they're gonna train you wherever you get to. So I would just say don't worry about like the interview, because normally if you get the interview, they're probably gonna hire you unless you like really mess up. And you're probably gonna get hired because surgical techs are always in need. It's like a shortage of, like with most medical careers. Let's see. Let's say get any tattoo you want. If anyone asks you, tell them I said you could. Right, okay, because DC gave the authority. You can get a tattoo wherever you want. DC said, tell them to come holler at him. if they got a problem with your tattoos. I would just be careful with where I get them at, you guys. Like, I don't, when I was getting tattoos, and even now, if I get another tattoo, I just wouldn't get it on my, like, up here. You know, like, I would just keep it, this area would be off limits. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, you can, I hope I answered the whole question. Let me make sure. Yeah, the interviews I wouldn't worry about too much. I wouldn't. Now, when you're new, the problem is you don't have any experience when you're new, so you're gonna probably end up at a hospital. So I would go to a hospital. Yes, Ariel, I would go to a hospital. They're asking dummy questions. DC is mean, you guys. He is mean. He is not. He is just mean. What it's crazy. What do you work? Hey, I don't work anymore. I work for myself. I don't work. I'm not scrubbing right now. It's Tracy. I'm working for myself. I may go back to work next year. I haven't decided yet. I only did 3 years of high school. Yeah, I know you told me that before. So now you got to pick something else to go do. Arnold. Well, I went to school through the United States Navy. Arnold. I was trained as a Navy surgical tech. Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. I this year I took off after like February when everything kind of got crazy. It's going crazy because I have to be area that's cool. DC. Hey, look, hey, DC ain't giving y'all no slack. He on you, Ariel. Just you can be anything you want to be. That's true though. The only person that has to believe that though is you. But yeah, the tattoos shouldn't be on your face. I get a lot of wait a minute. I get a lot of no experience. How did you get your first job? So I was in the Navy. So when I came out of the Navy, I just got a job. Really, it was kind of easy because I had the military experience. But what I will say is, I would reach out if there was a job that I really wanted. What I did was I would apply online, and then I would call the nurse managers. I would call the hospital and I would ask to speak to the nurse manager or if I could have their email address. And sometimes you kind of got to be tricky. What you do, you can't just call and be like, "Can I have a email address or something?" You can just be like, "Yeah, I had a meeting. I'm following up. Can I just get like lie shit until you can get the?" You just trying to get in contact with whoever has the power to hire you or to interview you. So when I would call them, I would say, "Yes, my name is Kiafa. You know, I'm following up with you. I wanted to see if you got a chance to view my resume. What did you think about it?" And normally they probably haven't seen it. And so they're gonna go pull it because now they can put a face to a a voice or whatever. Let me see. So yeah, so I would do that, and then I would go, and you might have to leave your area too if you're looking for a job. So you may have to move outside of wherever you are, and I would stay at the job for no more than 2 years, and I would go traveling after that. I'm scared. I heard them surgeons are mean. I mean, yeah, they can be mean, but I mean, not always. If you look like you're trying for the most part, they're not like nowadays they have to be a lot more cautious and aware of how they talk to people because they'll get in trouble. So it's just a little bit different now, but they can be, a little bit edgy and stuff because they have a lot of stuff going on too, outside of that case that you're in. But it still doesn't excuse them from being like disrespectful and rude to you. So they can have a bad day, but they shouldn't be taking out like their disrespect and anger on you. It wasn't easy for me. I caught hell getting that experience. Yeah. So I mean, I love your name. Thank you. I couldn't pronounce it. Oh, it's Kiafa. Oh, wait a minute. Are we talking about? Oh, is this? Hold on. I'm gonna say it. Sukana. Sukana. It's Sukana. I said it. I'm saying it right. Right. Sukana. Irene. Irene. Yeah. Hold on. I think I missed something. But yeah, so as far as the experience go, I would just start reaching out to every hospital because the hospitals stay short staffed. You guys, they have high turnover rates because once people get the experience, they go somewhere else. Terrible with them. I be trying though. I do be trying. You got to give me an A for that good old college try, right? Sukana, yes, yes. See, I did good with her. That one I can't, cause I know Sue is the first part and Kana. Yeah, Sukana, yes, and that is really cute, Sukana. Are some recommendations required doing? No, like to go to school is Tracy. Is that what you're asking? Recommendation for school? I don't think you don't need any recommendations to go to school. I think it would help. Yeah, where does Sukana live? Sukana, where do you live? She might not want to tell us all of that, DC. Clinicals. Um, wait a minute. What what is shaded? Hold on. What are some recommendations required during the enrollment process? Clinicals. Is she in Vegas? I don't know if she in Vegas. Is Tracy? I'm trying to make sure I answer that question. I don't think you need any. I think you asked me like recommendations to get into the school. We're not gonna dress up like Ronnie from Players Club area. I think you should instead of bleaching your hair, I think you should get some extensions in. I wouldn't bleach my regular hair. As a professional hairstylist, I'm telling you, I wouldn't bleach it professionally. DC, I live in Vegas. Oh, come to Florida. I know that's right. Get out of the desert. Come to the humidity. Oh, that's funny. My dad is in Vegas. That's funny. Are you getting stationed here? I mean, stationed. I'm so sorry. Are you moving here for a job? Sukana, are you moving here for a job? It's not chilly in Miami. If you guys have joined us recently and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the YouTube algorithm and other people that may be interested in this information to be able to find it. So just hit it one time. This ain't Halloween unless you Michael Myers. You don't need to do something with yourself. DC is crazy. It's raining for the first time in months. Oh, I love the rain. That's like my favorite. It's my favorite. Hi, Courtney. Some of your old videos and noticed you had a lot of natural hairstyles, even braids. Yeah, was it easier to maintain? Yeah, that's why I'm locked up now, though. It was easier. It definitely, definitely. And besides that, I'm like a hairstylist outside of that, but it was easier for me to just put braids and stuff in my head. And right now, I just have it locked because it's actually growing a lot better, and this was way easier. It's just way easier to maintain. Honestly, I was tired of detangling my hair. Good question. Yeah, actually, that is a good question for I won't say just for black girls, but as black girls, we be out here with our natural hair, and it is a struggle when you be in that OR and you got that bonnet on or something like that. You fine for real. Who fine for real, DC? Whoa, I want to travel with surgical. Arnold says I want to travel with surgical tests, but being a mother is gonna be hard. It is hard. Luckily, my son dad was able to like help with that. My mom would have got my son if I needed her to, but now that he's older, and thank you, DC. Now that he's older, I would just take him with me and maybe put him into some like program like aftercare program or camp or something for that day, or maybe if they're really little you might have to find A babysitter, like that's just kind of part of the territory of mommying, but it does kind of suck. I remember when I first went back to work after having my son, y'all, I went in the bathroom, I cried. I cried for like by like 10 minutes. I was just crying for no reason. Thank God mine's yeah, I would take them with you. I would put them in the RV and pack them on up and like let's go on the journey. Make it fun. They might not think it's fun at the beginning, but you know, like kids don't know no better. And these days, I mean, right now it's kind of hard because we in this like pandemic, whatever is happening right now. So once it's kind of back to normal, then I would probably start like moving around in the RV or something like that. But I would put them kids in the RV and we would be on the journey. That's what I was gonna do with me and Braylon. We was gonna just be on the road. But oh, I skipped that one because hair is always tied up. Yeah. Um, yeah, and then okay, so I would take the kids with me on the road. Is Tracy tiny house? Yes, for sure. I'm all about that. Like I ain't even lying. I'm all about a tiny house. I wouldn't maybe do it like forever, but I would buy a tiny house. I would live in it, and then I would either put it on my property and rent it out as an Airbnb or like some kind of room, or I would have it for my kids, like as a for somewhere for them to go stay. But the hair thing was something serious as far as in the OR, and I would wear wigs and stuff sometimes, you guys. It just was too much. So I would say if you are comfortable with locks, lock your hair up. It's probably gonna be the easiest hairstyle. It's gonna be easy for you to maintain, and it won't be breaking off and stuff. Even with braids, the braids, I would probably be careful with the braids. I would probably lean more towards twist because they're lighter, and then you can moisturize it. But yeah, the braids and stuff, that was just because it was way easier to maintain my natural hair. And now like it's locked up, so and I'm loving this. This is a process though. Just even looking at myself without longer hair or braids or something, it took a little minute for me to be able to adjust to it. And so now I'm just like rebelling against society's standards for like black women's hair. I'm like, this is what you're getting. I refuse. I'm not buying no more wigs. Y'all keep y'all lace fronts. I'm not dealing with it. I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want a lace front. It's too damn hot. I don't want to keep putting braids in my hair. It hurts when I comb it. Like, just put some locks in it and leave it alone. And so that's where we at with it now. But if you are thinking about being a surgical tech, or if you are, I would definitely, if you black and you got natural hair, I would just keep it braided or twisted or locked. Those are the things. But I definitely want a tiny house. Like that's definitely a vibe. Maybe like if while you're traveling though, maybe get an RV instead of a tiny house because you'll be moving so much that I think like an RV would be way cooler. Especially yeah, it is. It's like a whole thing, and then like it for black women, like some of us, it's really a serious topic. Especially when it comes to our psychology. Like it's a really serious topic, and so and I was a hairstyle. Well, I still do hair every now and then, but just the people that I'll do hair sometimes, like the conversations that we have, yeah, people really be struggling with their hair and how they look and things like that, and so and how to maintain it when it's natural, and so that's a whole look. That's a whole nother YouTube channel. Like that's a whole nother situation because it really does need to be addressed. And I think like just wearing like just me wearing my locks out is just gonna give other people more confidence to wear theirs. And I still invest in a condo, maybe. Yeah, you should invest in a condo. Yeah, even if we talking about the tiny house thing, but the tiny house is that's a movement right now. Like it's a big deal, and you can actually make money if you can save money. I should say if you just yeah, if you just downsize, like why? Even me living here, you guys, like it's rooms that we do not use. Like I'm just making up stuff for some of these. Like it's just kind of crazy. So I would look into RV too. I'm all for that. Dang, he got this music blasting. Sorry guys. I would definitely get an RV too, Sukana. I would. I'm all for that. Get an RV, put the kids in there. If you got a dog, get a dog, put the dog in there with you, and go travel for a couple months, take some time off because you living in the RV. You should be able to either pay the RV off, or if you can just pay it out cash, then everything that you make while you traveling is profit besides the food and whatever you need to pay to live. Nowadays, you have to. Yeah, you definitely have to have more than one hustle this ain't if this year ain't. You know what? I was just saying that to somebody. If you ain't learned nothing else in 2020, you should definitely have more than one stream of income. Can you wear pink? Yeah, you can wear pink pastel hair area if you want to. I don't know. In the hospital, is that what you said? I don't know about that. They might want in some hospitals they make you wear natural hair colors. They should include the plain tee. They do. I don't know. They do up to some places have a limit up to I think $600 is like the average, but most places pay for your travel. Um, but they don't pay for it up front. They'll pay you back for it. So you fronting yourself the ticket, and then they gonna give you the money on your first paycheck. Then you would get it. And then if it was under $600, then you would get it again on you'll get the remainder on the back end. So if it costs you $400 to get there, and it costs you another 400 to get back, they're only gonna probably pay for like $200 of it. Now that is things are changing though because of this pandemic. They are starting to include like the prices or the pay rates I should say have increased. So now you are looking at people doing more for their tax and more to get you on them contracts. And so I'm pretty sure the pay rate will go. The travel pay will go up because that's how they pay you. It's called travel. It's a travel pay for the ticket. And so yeah, they'll pay you for that. They'll pay you for your ticket. So you will have to have the money to get wherever you're trying to go to if you're traveling. So you have to have that money. You'll have to have some money to stay somewhere if you're not in an RV, and to eat until like a week or 2 weeks later. Because after you're gonna work 1 week and then you won't get paid for it until the next week. And so you're gonna work 1 week and then you'll get paid for that week next week. And so after that second week, then you'll get paid every 2 weeks or every other week, I should say, because you have to like put a week in the hole. And so, yeah, you have to have some money up front, not a whole bunch, but you still have to have some money up front. You can't just, unless you got a good recruiter and they want to like, front you the money and all that stuff, they might pay for certain things. But for the most part, like you need to have the money to have somewhere to stay, to eat, to get back and forth to your assignment, to the facility or whatever. And then after a week, you'll get paid that next week. And so normally they pay you every Friday. If you got a really good bank, I think you get paid like on Wednesday or something like that if they pay you like 2 days early. So yeah, that's what that is. But you definitely have to have more than one hustle. Like if you don't have more than one hustle, you'll sit and duck. That's what I be telling y'all. Like on my channel, I always be like, get you a side hustle. I don't care if you flipping stuff from Walmart, flipping stuff from the Dollar Tree, flipping stuff from Goodwill, reselling your kid clothes if they, gently used. Start a YouTube channel, post consistently until you start getting paid from the ads, or you can start doing affiliate marketing. Learning some digital skills, I think, is definitely something surgical techs could do on their off time. Like this ain't something that you got to do. Anybody can really do it, but you can do this on your off time. This is what I did. Like while I was going to work as a surgical tech on my weekends for another travel assignment. No. I don't miss getting up in the morning. I definitely don't miss getting up in the morning in the wintertime. Like, talk to me when it's like hot outside. Talk to me in the wintertime. I mean, in the summertime. But I miss it, but I don't miss it enough to like want to get on another contract right now and have to go to work. No, I'm good like how I am. But I would have I would just be learning skill sets for a outside hobby. This is what I'm talking about. For another hustle, if y'all looking for a hustle, I would be looking for skill sets that I can do from anywhere in the world on any time or any time of day. So if I wanted to make more money, I would be doing things at home that wouldn't require me to be in front of the computer at a certain time, that I could just do it whenever I get ready to do it. So like that's why I was looking at websites. I learned how to build I taught myself how to build our websites, not just like with coding though. I was learning with different tools, different digital tools. And because I was in as a cosmetologist, I was in business as a cosmetologist, right? I was already playing with different tools and different marketing strategies. And so that showed me like, oh snap, like since I know how to do this is a whole nother skill set. And that skill set was paying more than the cosmetology services that I was being, offering. So then I went from doing hair mostly to start and doing digital products. And so I would build out me some websites around topics that I like. So I would build out a website around gardening, around surgical tech. And y'all might like, it might be stuff out here right now that y'all buying and y'all buying it for me and you just don't know it. Like that's how it works in the online space. Once you learn certain skills, then you can start doing things that you might not even know you could do. I would have never thought about like building out a website, creating an email list, creating an ebook, any of that kind of stuff. Like that stuff to me was like I didn't grow up with a computer like that. We didn't have a computer in my house, I think, until I was almost out of the house. So to be able to do some of this stuff while working as a surgical tech, it was cool because I was making enough money to do it. Like I had enough money as a surgical tech to live my life, to pay my expenses, to work is look, y'all, I was working even when I was working as a staff person, I would work only a couple of days. Okay, that's how I feel with the virus out. No, ma'am, I'm already ticked off because I'm an LPN at a methadone center. Everybody, I pray. Not funny, but really though. Yeah. No, that's dang, you at a methadone clinic, so I know, yeah. I mean, I'm just even thinking about like the people that you have to be around and that type of energy. But I would definitely start looking at stuff that it's like working as an LPN. You might not want to go pick up another shift, or even go back to school. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going back to school. I'm just saying there's other ways out here these days to get money. So if you're an LPN, you could learn a skill set like how to build out a website. You don't have to learn coding. I'm not saying go learn coding, but you can learn I like to scrub. Scrubbing is cool, but it ain't gonna like scrubbing to me was good money, right? Because it was good consistent money. So I'm not finna take away from that. But I still realized that I was being capped. Like I still realized that it was only a certain amount of money that I would even be able to make, even as a surgical tech or a first assistant or anything like that. So it was never like I was comfortable with just being a surgical tech. I already knew that I had to have other like things going on. But I knew that I didn't want to go pick up more hours at other hospitals, or that I didn't want to have to work more days to make more money. The goal was to work as little days as possible so I could spend time with my son and take him on like vacations and stuff like that, and to actually enjoy parenting. And so what I decided to do was stop working as a hairstylist so much, and then I started traveling. So I had to give up one, even though hairstyling was like fun to me, and it let going up if you in my contact. My credit score is going up if you're in my contact. Your credit score going up? I don't get it. So yeah, I just started trying to find things that I could do from home with my kid. And I was like, if I could do this, I could homeschool him. And so I started homeschooling him after I went traveling for a couple of years as a surgical tech. I put that money up. And then even when I was at home working, you guys, I would work a couple of hours. I mean, a couple of days out the week. And then I would just put the money. I just wasn't buying dumb shit. I just wasn't spending my money on dumb stuff. I was spending all of my money and putting all my money into skills that was going to help me create more money. But with the website building, if I was able to teach it to myself, then it didn't cost as much for me to like get into business, right? So once I was like, okay, I want to get into business, but I don't have like $2,000, right? I ain't have $2,000 up front, but I did have like $100. So I might not have 2,000 to invest every month, but I got 100. So how can I get the best return on this $100 investment, right? So what I did was I started purchasing tools that taught the tools did the job for me. So I would have a tool, and let's just say the tool taught me one of the things that was in the tool, it had like websites and all of this other templates and stuff like that. So I would learn how to build out websites on this tool and leverage that tool against like Upwork or Fiverr or freelancing out my services. So if somebody need a website, I'd be like, okay, I'll build your website for $500. I'm gonna build this website on in this platform around this tool that I already, I'm paying for myself because I'm doing hair. So I was trying to get my clients too. And so I was like, well, let me just start doing this for other people. And then I ain't got to do no hair. I could just sit here and make websites for $400 or $500. And that's what I did. And it was easy. It's easy. And so now, instead of me building out websites for people, though, I build them out for myself. And I'll just build out a website. It's called like affiliate marketing. Y'all may have heard of it, or you may have not. It's just like an online sales person. So I'll build out a website around like a dog, or we'll just say a dog for example. Like let's just say I went and got a Labrador puppy. I'll just build a whole website around Labrador puppies, and I would just basically show you guys how I'm taking care of this animal and put in links to different products that I'm using to take care of it. So what is his favorite food, and what food, like what kind of brushes I use. Like it's all type of websites out there online like that right now. And either you can learn how to do it for yourself, or you can learn how to do it and sell your services to other people. But I'm gonna tell you, when you're looking at people paying you for your services, what I realized was that people was gonna pay me $400, $500, $600 to build out a website, that clearly the website was worth more than that, right? So then I realized that instead of me building out stuff for other people, that I need to focus on myself. And now I'm just focusing on doing things that I like to do. So I don't really work, right? Because I'm doing things that I love, and I build out websites, or even you can do multiple YouTube channels. It's a different time now. So we don't have to go and be in school. You don't have to go back to school if you don't want to, and you don't have to go to work for somebody if you don't want to. You just have to put in the time to learn something different. And maybe, being a surgical tech might not be it, because it worked for me, but it wasn't the solution to what I really was looking for. Like I'm not gonna bash being a surgical tech, because it is a high paying job when you're looking at how much time it takes for you to get, certified and all of that stuff. Like it's kind of straightforward, and you can make steady income, and it worked. It also paid for my for me to do other hobbies. Like I made enough money to live the life that I wanted to pay all my personal like monthly expenses, and to invest into my businesses. Now, once I started paying off all my debt, everything just went into the business. Like all the extra money that I was paying in my car note, and I was paying on my insurance and all that stuff. Once I stopped having a car note, and y'all know now I don't have a car at all, so I don't have insurance. So all of that money goes into different business strategies. Whether I'm learning another skill, that's really what y'all need to do. Like you don't have to go to school to learn a whole nother skill. You don't have to do that. Like you can go to school if you want to go to school, if that's what you think will make your life better. But if you're going to school to make more money, it's so many other ways out here to make more money around things that you like to do. Like, what do you like to do? Do you like to cook? Do you like to clean up? Like, do you like to comb hair? What is it that you like to do? And you can build a whole hustle around that. It ain't got to be a full-blown business, but it can at least start being a hustle. And then if the hustle start making money, then you turn it into a business, right? But this is from what I've seen, if you stay on a path of like working a job consistently, it doesn't matter what job it is. If it's a surgical tech job, then good. I know you're making enough money to be able to do the things that you want. You can buy a house. You'll be able to buy the cars that you want to. I would say pay them off as fast as you can, so you don't get subjected to the interest rates, right? If you're gonna get a loan, you can do all of that stuff, but you still making enough money to be able to invest like $100 a month, $200 a month into a business strategy. around something you like to do. Like that's the key. If you can find something, if you like video games, start twitching, start doing Twitch, put it on YouTube, monetize it, find a way to start getting paid. Talk about the chair that you use, talk about the monitor that you use, talk about the gaming system that you use, what kind of headphones do you have, like talk about that kind of stuff. So when people, you can build a website around it, or you can build a YouTube channel around gaming setups, or whatever your hobby is. If you like crocheting, I don't know what it is that people like to do. If you like making wine, you can make a whole YouTube channel around making wine, and you can sell to people the products and tools that you use to make the wine. But I'm not saying to be out here just selling random, like to trying to get people to buy stuff just to sell it. Like sell the stuff that you actually like. Like that really does improve your life. Like me telling you guys about these tools and stuff, that stuff really improved my life, because it only took me a couple of $100 to learn how to work the tool. The tool is like a website. It's not nothing hard. It's just a website and trying to figure out where things go. So once I learned that, then I was like, well, shoot, for $100 a month, I'm into a business that's bringing me like a couple of $1,000, but I just have to focus on it. Like what we'll mess up is where we have multiple things going on, and then we getting stretched all over places. Cause that's me. I'm an entrepreneur by nature, so I'm always trying different things. Like if you my friend, you already know. One minute I might be doing hair, the next minute I might be selling. Like that's just what was in me, to just try different things to see what stick, right? And so that's what I would do. But for you, if you're trying to like really make a dent, you need to focus. And so that's what I'm doing this year. Like I can't just keep going to work for other people for 8 and 9 hours a day when it's taking, me 8 or 9 hours a day to create, blog posts and things like that. So I had to make a choice at some point on, am I just going to be a surgical tech, or am I going to actually pursue, an entrepreneur lifestyle? And because I'm 37, I'm like, I don't really get that much time to be out here playing games. Like, so I'm going to take a chance on myself right now. And if it don't work, I can always come back to being a surgical tech. And so that's just what it is. And so that's what I would tell you guys to do too. Like, yeah, being a surgical tech is cool. Yeah, you're gonna be able to go in the OR. Yeah, you'll get to travel the world. You're gonna make some money. But you're gonna come to a time in your life where you're gonna get tired of going to working in these places. It might not be 1 or 2 years. It might take 5 to 6 years. But when you get to that place, if you've been working on like some type of side hustle, at least you won't be forced to stay in a place that you don't want to be at. Like that's when you become the miserable old surgical tech, or the miserable old LPN, or the miserable old nurse, when you got to go to work and you don't like where you working at, but because you done, you ain't got no diversification when it comes to your income, you stuck with one stream of income. Now you got to go in here and you spend your misery around at the facility because you just miserable. Like if we all had other stuff going on, we wouldn't have to make decisions out of like poverty or low vibrational. Not that all of us are poverty stricken, but when you broke and you like struggling, you make broke people decisions. And sometimes broke people decisions is staying at a place longer than what you need to, or dealing with something longer than what you need to because you ain't have no other stream of income. So now you just stuck dealing with the disrespect that you get. And people can tell when you need your job. Like they know when you need your job. And so they gonna handle you like you need the job. Like how dare you, speak back to me when I know I can fire you. You know I can fire you, and I know it as well. So in order to take back your power, I would have a hustle. You can start with something as simple as selling stuff on eBay. You can start as simple as selling the stuff in your house on eBay. It could be easy stuff. It could be stuff that you make. If you crafty, you can start making stuff from like the Dollar Tree. Walmart has the clearance rack. Go in there and scan it with the eBay app. You scan it and it'll tell you how much it costs. I woke up quick. Right. Yeah. And you know what? Like people that's younger than 35, I'm gonna say they living in a time where they didn't really know, maybe 30 and younger, like it was a time where all we knew was to go to work and get a pension and maybe get a 401k. It was a time where becoming an entrepreneur, working for yourself, was frowned upon. It was almost like you was a bum, like it wasn't cool to be an entrepreneur. It wasn't cool like to really have your own business. Now everybody thinks it's cool to be an entrepreneur, but the truth is everybody not entrepreneur material, so that's one thing. But two, understanding like that maybe you don't have to be a full-blown entrepreneur. Maybe you just work part-time. I mean, maybe you work full-time, but on your days off, when you get a little bit of time off, maybe you spend an hour on learning a skill that you wouldn't have unless you took the time out. Like you don't have to go to school to learn skills these days. We got YouTube that's teaching us skills. We got skills that we can leverage, especially business skills, you guys. Online business skills. If you can get a blog post or edit a video or anything like that, people are paying people. If you go to upwork.com right now, up you is upwork.com. It's a freelancer website. Go on there and look at the jobs that they're hiring for. And those are the skills that you need, because those are the skills that people are paying for. Pamper cakes those are the ones that you take the little pampers and you roll them and then you do the little tears. Is that what you're talking about? But that's even cool. Like, and you could, if you even started just showing people like different baby shower techniques, because I think that would be like the category. I don't think you can go so narrow where it's only about pampers, but you could definitely start doing like baby shower event tips and things like that. I'm actually finna go to a baby shower in November or January. I think it's in January, and I'm in charge of the games. So it's just like you could do a whole YouTube channel around baby shower games, baby shower gifts, baby shower events. You can do a whole website where you conduct in the baby shower. Like maybe you send out the evites and maybe you put some games together. Like it's just so many ways. But the truth is, you won't know. Sometimes it takes you to play with the idea before the idea shows itself. I try it all. Hair, nails to sew. I make my own pillowcases and curtains the same year. Yeah, you can sell all that stuff right on eBay. Or I would say eBay versus Etsy, because Etsy getting 20% of your money. Like I don't like that. So I would stick with eBay. But it's just doing all kind of, you can show other people how to sew and how to do how to make pillowcases and curtains and stuff like that. And people will pay for that. Even if they're not paying you, you might have your favorite tool, your favorite, whatever sewing machine. You could be linking out to a serger on Amazon that's $400 or $500, and people, you getting a commission of 10% from Amazon or whoever else is selling. I think Joann's also has an affiliate program. But it's just actually being able to take the time out and to think about it. Like if you working and if you thinking about your job like you hate your job, you got to think about your job differently, because you're sending the wrong energy out. Instead of hating your job, look at your job as an investor, and you're just there until you can, get the amount of money that you need to go into your next investment. And so your next investment might be another job. It might be your own business. You never know. I'm not saying quit. I'm just saying understand what the point of you being there, what the objective is. The objective is to be at work to get the money so you can do what you need to do outside of work. And so once you get the money, it's up to you what you do with it. So if you're not spending your money on other things that's going to bring back money to you, then you just going to keep working at a job, forever. And that kind of sucks. But yeah, I think we all should be taking the time out to hustle a little bit more, have our own like side hustle. If that's something, if you don't want to go full into business, then don't go full into business. Just do a hustle. Just do something on the side, a little something. A little bit of something every day, and before you know it, you'll be making an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and you only working like 10 extra hours or 5 hours a week on this little side hobby that you might get up early on Saturday to do, or you might stay up late on Friday night to do so you can hang out with your friends on Saturday. I stopped going out on Saturdays. I started working at home. I stopped hanging out with my friends. If they wanted to hang out with me, they had to come here and hang out with me. But I stopped doing certain things because not only was it distracting, it was taking money away from the things that I wanted to spend money on. I didn't want to spend money on, liquor and stuff like that. I wanted to be put my money into my business account, into my business investments. So you guys, I'm actually gonna have to wrap up because I'm at like 2%. I'm at 3%. So I am going to go ahead and go. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. If you're here and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button before you leave, you guys. It does actually help the channel. It helps other people see the channel. So just please hit that like button for me. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. I will be back again. We're doing this for the rest of the month. So if you have any questions that you would like, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. You can send me the questions in a DM, and I would definitely. I made it to 10. I made it to 9. You already know I'm ready to go to sleep, Paris Creations. I'm tired, but I'm not gonna let y'all make me feel bad about going to bed early because that's just, why not? So I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, and if you guys, like I said, if you have any questions, just send them to me on Instagram. I'm going to definitely try to get back to them. I got a couple of messages that I haven't responded to, so I'm going to get on that tomorrow. And, yeah, y'all be safe out there. If you need anything, just hit me up. All right, you guys, good night.